guys hear the ocean? This is an unusual occurrence. We're walking around the street at night. Just every step I take, not everyone, but some of them are blindly stepping. I could step right on shit and not even know I'm stepping on shit at this point. I'd feel it, but there could be shit under here somewhere. Now, most likely it would be animal shit here, but it could still be human shit. So this is the neighborhood at night. The one thing that stands out to me the most about the neighborhood at night is how loud the ocean is. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it is loud in this neighborhood at night. I guess it's kind of like living next to a freeway, except it's the ocean. Maybe that's more soothing or more peaceful, but it just keeps going all night. Keeps going all night. If you sleep with your windows open like I do, you don't even need one of those little sleeping aid things, because you can hear the ocean all night. Maybe you're wondering, Meyer, what are you out at night for, walking around the streets of San Francisco? Had a couple old friends come to visit. Had to come to the city, but they were only here for a couple hours. Well, they only had a couple hours open for us to hang out. It's good to see my old friends. Had a beer. I think it's been so many years since I had a beer, I've forgotten the last time I even had a beer. We went and got a beer and some tacos and just hung out for a little bit before they had to head back. But it was good to see my old friend Snake. We used to hang out quite a bit, Snake and I. It's good to see him again. That's the ocean down there. Can you hear it? There's this very, very light mist going on right now. Snake and I used to hang out in bars a lot. That's where we would hang out. Outside of bars, even. Just to be more precise, most of my relationship with my friend Snake involves us just standing outside, bullshitting and smoking cigarettes right there of any bar you could think of. There's a number, but it's always the same. We're always out in the patio area and near the bouncer area, smoking cigarettes and drinking drinks and bullshitting, telling stories, making each other laugh, stuff like that. Kind of that's the entirety of it. Thought of something tonight when we were sitting there eating at the cantina tonight. You know, we were watching the game, a lot of conversation going on. It was difficult and the bar was loud, but we're just going from topic to topic, and it's been so long since we got to see each other and got to hang out. And that's all on me. I could go down there and visit. But anyway, I was reminded of this one night because for some reason I thought that Snake used to work at Toys R Us, but he used to do, I guess he did, but he used to do stocking or maybe in other stores as well. But it was another friend of ours, Ajax, that used to work at Toys R Us. So then Kenny mentioned Ajax, and then we're sitting there eating, and I remembered one night, I almost brought it up But then the conversation moved on. I forgot about it. This night in question was this night that we went to this after hours party at this stripper's house. I think she was an exotic dancer. Not really a stripper, she was a dancer. Anyway, we went to this dancer's house, this after party. Ajax was there. There were a bunch of mini Doberman pinchers there because this was a house of girls, of dancers. Like 3 dancers lived in this house, and they like breeded, or they had like they had miniature Doberman pinchers. Those little mini Dobies. They're like just like a coiled up spring of energy, aren't they? Anyway, these girls had these mini Dobies, and there was a party going on, an after hours party there at the house. We all hung out there and we kind of took over their kitchen. There was some dancing was going on in the living room. It was Christmas time. It was Christmas time because the girls had a Christmas tree. I remember that right now. House was very nicely decorated. They were dancing in the living room with these fluorescent light things, those light tube strips that they fling around in the air, you know, spin around. Anyway, there was like some sort of dancing was going on in the living room, and money was being exchanged, but not with any of us. My little group of friends were, well, I mean, Ajax and his wife they're in the living room talking about Doberman Pinscher, mini Dobie breeding, and we're in the kitchen, and Snake and I have got a couple of friends with us that are loud and drunk and obnoxious and smashing stuff around and slamming beers down on the table and spilling beer around and getting us kicked out of the house, getting us 86'd out of this stripper party where they were actually professional dancers. They're getting us 86'd, and things were kind of going well for the little buckaroo. I mean, if you would consider that for things to be going well, would be that I was getting the attention of one of these professional dancers. If you would think that was going well, that was happening for me. Snake could attest to that. But we got 86 before anything could happen. She took me into her bedroom and we smoked a little pot. And she hit the pipe, and then she did that thing where she brought her face close to my face and she blew the pot smoke into my mouth, right? Then we went back out to the party, back out there to the kitchen. My friends are getting us 86'd. So yeah, that's kind of the entire story. And then a few days later, Snake and I are at a bar. I think it was Club Fred. And that girl was there. She was like on one of those little machines, a little trivia machine or a little gambling machine there at the bar. And she looked pretty haggard and ragged. Snake said, "Fish, look, man, it's your girlfriend. Go over and talk to her." And I did, and she barely remembered me, and she was not interested. And she was, yeah. It was a good joke when Snake said, "Hey, Fish, look, at the end of the bar." I was like, "What?" "It's your girlfriend."